Good evening all, Harden here, back with another Eve Echoes encounter. This is a, let me just pull it up, this is a 25 million, so it's an expert mission, a sort of top tier expert mission, just below the storylines, but the one that you normally need to complete a storyline book. In fact, you can see here it's part of the Sweet Poison storyline chain, and I do actually need that one to complete the thing and get the book. I don't have no idea what it's worth these days. I haven't really been looking since I haven't been doing that much in low sec. Anyway, this is actually in low sec. It is actually kind of peak hours here. It's around 8:50 in the evening. I'm in Asia, so this is kind of peak sort of Chinese player base hours, and a lot of Chinese players do live in not in this part of the world, but the Chinese players do live in this part of the world, but live in this kind of area where I run my missions. So I do have to be a bit careful. I will go over to the target system and I will decide when I get there whether it looks doable or not. This is my second sort of expert encounter since not my second expert encounter, my second top tier expert encounter since the T10, since I hit T10 on my main account. Didn't really have any issues with it yesterday. I did have my battleship reduced to low shield on the third wave. I haven't tried this one before, the secret transaction, so hopefully it'll go a little bit more smoothly, and hopefully no one will scan us down and jump in and gank me at the same time. But again, I will decide when I get there whether I'm going to take that risk or not. But I thought it'd be worth kind of running this so you can see what another one of these 25 million, what the kind of reward is and how quickly you can run them. Again, I'll just recap my fit if you haven't watched my previous video. This is current fit. It's mainly a PvE fit, but it has some capability in PvP. You can see the double webs there, which again, if someone comes in close to scramble, then that could be useful. But again, these days people are using longer range tackle, so that may not be that useful. It's got 2 target painters. Bear in mind that on my other Cyclone and my Raven, I've also got another 2 target painters each. So it's a total of 6 target painters in the fleet, which makes even small ships, their signature radius is blown up quite well, which does help with the application of damage from missiles. And because again my 2 Ravens are both flying rapids, that does help, and my Cyclone is using medium missiles, so that does help with the application of damage even to smaller, faster ships. In the low slots, I've got 3 ballistic controls, which is just pure damage bonus, and then also tracking computer, which improves range, improves the kind of capability to hit smaller targets, and again, once that's activated, you get a little bonus as well. So I think the range jumps up from something like 45 to something like 70 while that's active. That may not be very helpful in PvP, but if there is a scepter or a daredevil tackling me at 45 kilometers, they might be in for a nasty surprise, because if a couple of volleys from these Ravens do land, there's not going to be much shield left on that. There's not going to be much left of that Indy. So again, maybe I'm overestimating the capability of the rapids and the target painters, but again, we will eventually find out. I'm sure someone's going to catch me one day and kind of blow my little fleet to Kingdom Come. So you can see there's not much tank here. It's just 1 shield booster, 1 shield hardener. I have actually just today, you can see my defense there is now 89,000, which is 32,000 shield hit points. I just finished the expert level of battleship defense, and I've actually rushed through the first, I think, 2-3 levels of expert battleship defense. So my EHP there has jumped up quite nicely to 89,000, and bear in mind I do have a Command Cyclone in the fleet, and when that is active, that is also adding another 12% or so onto my shield. It also adds on additional resistances. So when that is active, this Raven is up to around 150,000 EHP while outputting quite a significant amount of damage, as you can see here. My second Raven is not quite as good. It doesn't have the defense at such a high level and doesn't have as much EHP, but again, thanks to the kind of catch-up stuff that NetEase is doing at the moment, That account has actually just finished has finished the advanced large missiles 5, and so now is also doing the expert skills for the large ones, probably take those up to 4. So the DPS on the second Raven is similar to this one, so packs quite a punch at this kind of again with the rapids, even with the rapids. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pause on the video now. I'm going to go over to the target system, which is just 2 jumps away. I will see what the situation is like in local. If I feel it's safe, it is a busy system. You can see here it's Kriel there. I'm not quite sure which. I know in EVE Online is quite a well-known sort of hangout for pirates and other villainy. In EVE Echoes it's sometimes very, very quiet, so I do missions there on a reasonably regular basis, but again sometimes it can be busy, so I'll play it by ear when I get over there, and if I decide I'm not going to do it, you'll never actually see this. So anyway, hopefully you will. I'll be back in a few minutes if I do continue. See you soon. Bye. Hello again, guys. I've just arrived in the target system. There are 7 people in local, 3 of whom are my fleet, so there's another 4 people in local. A couple of those are blue. I think it's safe enough to run the mission now. Again, could be famous last words, but I am going to give it a go. So I'm just going to get us warping in there now. There are a couple of neutrals around, but I think it will be okay, so we're going to warp over there now and get started on this mission. So let me have a quick look. So we're at the 7-minute mark on this video, so it'll be interesting. Yesterday it took about 6-7 minutes to complete the 25 million mission, so it'll be interesting to see how long it takes tonight. We shall see. So my Cyclone's going in first. My Cyclone is a bit more tanky. Because it's always the first one to arrive, I actually put a damage control on there, which I activate at the beginning because it helps mitigate the damage before everyone else arrives, and it also has 2 hardness, so that one is a bit more tanky because again it does arrive when I warp in earlier normally, so it does help soak up some of the damage on the battle cruiser. So we're up to 8 in local. Here we are on the kind of first wave. Again, it's a battleship, battle cruiser, the kind of typical kind of stuff. I'm just going to open fire here. Apologies if you don't see me doing things here, thinking I'm a bit slow. It's because I'm running the other 2 accounts, so I do have to kind of go in between those first. So just going to close the range on this Hyperion. I've got my damage mods on. You can see hitting for almost 5,000 every turn. I'm going to smack my webs on in a second. Okay, then the webs, and hopefully I will also put my tracking computer on to kind of help get that little bit extra damage, clear this first wave a bit quicker. Locals down to 4, of which 3 is me. So again, I'm not too worried at the moment that someone's going to come in and scan me down. But again, we'll see. Okay, so again, onto the Imicus, and then we'll go over to the cruiser. You can see the rapids really do take care of these smaller ships very, very quickly. I'm going to approach this. I can turn off my shield booster on my Cyclone. Okay, and the next wave coming in now. So it's always the 3rd wave, that's the problem here normally. Okay, so we've got a Megathron at 15 kilometers, which is fine. Okay, I forgot I didn't have my damage control going there. Sorry, the armor hardener. So let's approach the Megathron. Approach, focus fire. Oh. I have noticed that the expert battleships do tend to be a lot tankier than the hard battleships on hard level. So even though it's the same makeup, the actual ships are a little bit tougher. Okay, I'm taking some damage there. I'm going to put my damage mods on. Wasn't paying attention. Let's do that. So again, let's hope they are going to be interesting to see who they focus on. Last night, when I did another 25 million, my main battleship was reduced to about 10% shields again had the elite battleship, and there was 2 battleships on the final wave, If they did that to my cruiser, it could actually be a problem to my battle cruiser, so I'm hoping they don't focus fire on that one. Okay, so we're on the last target on the wave, and we'll see when they jump in, the next wave spawns. You can see I'm clearing this pretty quickly. Okay, there we go. So now onto the final wave here. So what I really want to do is try and take out that elite battleship straight away. I can't see the elite. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm just going to focus on the small stuff first, clear that off. Focus fire, approach, stick the webs on. Again, the same here, focus fire, approach, webs on. Let's clear this stuff. Yeah, they are shooting on my, they are shooting at my my Cyclone this time. Again, my Cyclone has got 2 armor hardeners, it's got damage control, so it's a bit more tanky. Okay, and what I'm going to do is when I work out what the elite battleship is here, is it that core Hyperion? I'm not sure. We're doing well clearing everything else at the moment. Okay, there it is. It's an elite Dominix. Okay, there we go. I'm actually going to go for that. I want to clear that off because they do a huge amount of damage. So I'm going to go for that first. Again, local is up to 6. So it could be someone's on the way. So again, let's get this elite battleship down quickly. My battle cruiser's on about 90, no, it's about 80% shield. So even though they're focusing on him, oh, they have switched target now. They are hitting my main battleship as well. I didn't realize I had my shield booster already running on there using the cap. And again, local's back down to 4, so I think there's no worry here that someone's going to come in and try and jump me. So you can see this Dominix, even though it's taking the fire of 2 Ravens, 2 kind of DPS focused Ravens and a Cyclone, it's held up pretty well. But once this goes down, this mission will be practically over. There is one more battleship there to kill that Hyperion. Yeah, so as I said, the lesson I took from last night was basically kill the elite battleship as quick as possible, because last night, even when I had killed the rest of all the other ships, I was still taking most of the DPS from that one battleship. So I think it's better to get that out of the way. And like tonight, it's not really been a bother. Like I'm back to 90% shields on my Cyclone. You can see my battleship here is doing pretty well. No real issues on cap either. So all in all, not a bad way to earn, yeah, after tax about 22 million ISK, and then you also get the bounties as well. So I can actually turn off the shield booster there. I can turn off the shield booster here. I might as well use these now just to get this finished, and I will start collecting the loot that's in range. Again, I don't want to hang around these days with the scanning, because again, at some point you will get some. I will get some random gang passing through who can jump on me. So you can see 22 million in bounty there, or sorry, in reward. And there's the elite frigate wreck, and let's turn my shield boost off there, wasting cap. Let's loot that one, and then the elite battleship. I think once I get that one, I will probably head off. There is an elite frigate wreck. Let's go and loot that one as well. You never know, there might be something useful there. Okay, so nothing particularly special in terms of the loot there. But yeah, again, a few green items, and see the elite frigate wreck. Let's go for that. Again, well, I don't really need to rush here. Locals back down to 3, so that's not too bad. And let's have a look at my encounters quickly. And that was a new story. You can see here, storyline, which I had just completed. That was the Galenti, Sweet Poison. So I'll click on that and I'll collect the book. That's actually, I don't know what the going rate for this is now. Actually, let's have a quick look. If it's on here, it doesn't show. Accept mission. So I've got the mission in there. Let's collect that. Sorry, hadn't done that for some reason. Let me have a look at my cargo hold and see what the value of that is these days, because again, I know the storylines have gone down in price because people haven't been running them because they've been too worried about getting scanned. And I can understand that in the storylines. If you're in a storyline, it does take a little bit of time, a lot more time to finish it. If you're doing something like this, where it takes 6 to 10 minutes, well, for someone like me with a little mini fleet, it's quite okay. But if you are hanging around here for half an hour to trying to clear a storyline, then the chances that someone's going to come along with a fleet and catch you and gank you is much higher. Again, don't know what the problem is. The market doesn't seem to be loading here. So let's try one more time. And just keeping an eye on local as well on my other account while I'm doing this. Where was that storybook here? Let's try again. See if it does the same. Nope, not coming up. I don't know why. I don't know what the matter is. Okay, anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, I hope that gives you an idea of what the T10 expert encounters, the sort of top tier, the ones that are around the 25 million reward are like. Again, I think these are perfectly soloable if you have a better tank than I do, or if you're using range. If you're trying to face tank them like I've just done, then you probably will. If you're solo, you're going to have a hard time. But certainly if you've got a little fleet, or you're doing it solo at range with a better tank, then these are perfectly doable. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please do like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.